everybody, it's Beth from SweetHearts and I'm here with Eleanor, and we're going to be showing you today how to do a really cute sort of boho, wedding, prom, or just any kind of occasion really, updo. I'm going to add a few braids in there, but I kind of want to keep it a bit messy this morning. I don't want it to look too sleek. If you did want to sort of make the style more bridal, you could sort of use a dry oil or a wax spray and sort of make it more sort of smooth and sleek looking, but we're going to stick with the beachy, messy look this morning. So, as always, you can subscribe to my channel, that would be fantastic. But comment and like, and if you do recreate any of my styles, I would love to see them. So you can post them to my Facebook page, SweetHearts Hair, or if you're on Instagram, just use the hashtag SweetHearts Hair, and I will have a little look and like them and, you know, answer any questions. So let's get started. Okay, so this morning I asked Eleanor not to brush her hair. I kind of want this messier texture to the hair, so I think this one would probably be good to do, you know, not the day that you've washed your hair, maybe like the day after or even the day after that, with a bit of dry shampoo or texture spray would be great. I kind of want the style to look effortless, as though you've chucked it up and you haven't really thought about it too much. So this is what we're going to do. Okay, so I'm going to section off this bit of hair. You could just use your fingers if you want to, or a comb. I'm going to section off to about there. So all you're left with is this sort of middle section here. And I'm going to try not to use like my comb, my brush, any products really. I'm just going to be trying to use my fingers and just give it that kind of like effortless look that we're after. Okay, so I'm going to just grab hold of this middle section now and place it into a pony. The next step is, I've got a little like bobble, we call it in the UK, you call it hair ties or whatever you're going to call it. So it's just a bobble that I've tied a little knot in, okay, just to make it a bit smaller. If you have got a small one of these, you don't need to do that bit. It's just because I want that loop to only be about that big, so it's going to secure the hair, okay? And then I'm using two of these long grips. You can find these in our SweetHearts store, okay? And I'm just going to pop one either side, and all I've made there is that like little bungee thing, okay? So you want it only to be about that long with the long grips, okay? And then I'm going to pin these in the hair. So you're going to flip the ponytail, okay? And just pop your chin up a tiny bit for me, Eleanor. Okay, so the way this works is we want this elastic bit to kind of sit over the top there to pin that ponytail down. So the way I'm going to do that is I'm not going to open them up. I'm just going to slide that grip behind the pony, hold onto it with my finger, pull that elastic over, turn the grip around and push in the other way, okay? So what that's done is it's just held that ponytail up and into place, okay? So it does that now. So the next step is our SweetHearts Chignon Maker. So this is basically a cheat. It's going to give you that volume without having to backcomb all this hair, or it's great for people who've got very, very fine hair. If you have got shorter hair than Eleanor's or a lot finer, I would choose the small one. This is the regular. Everyone always asks me in videos, is it a potato? No, it's not. It's very, very soft, very, very light. You can sort of mold it into whatever shape you want it to be. So I'm just going to place that over the top of this section here. I'm going to press that on, okay? So again, they're very, very light, so you don't need to use too many grips to hold them in place. I'm just going to use that grip, hook it in, and then hook it into that section of hair that's in the ponytail there and push down. And I'll probably do 3 on this side, 3 on the other side, but I want you to leave this bit here, okay? This bit underneath, along here, don't put any grips along there because I want to tuck the hair in there. And then I want you to grab hold of this ponytail once that's all nice and secure, and then that's just going to be pulled over the top of this chignon maker. I'm using my fingers now to just kind of make sure that all that chignon maker underneath is being covered. don't want to go too sleek. So once you've kind of positioned that hair where you want it, I'm just popping in a little elastic just to hold that hair into place. And you can sort of use your fingers, use a mirror if you're doing it on yourself, just making it the shape that kind of suits you. Now that I've pinned that into place, I'm just going to push this excess hair up and under that gap that you left in the chignon. Okay guys, so as you can see, we've created this nice kind of messy big bun on top of Eleanor's head. And now I'm going to come to the front, and I think I'm going to start with the small side first. Again, trying to keep it messy. I find it hard, I must admit. I'm kind of like a neat braider, so I have to work really, really hard to keep things messy. But I'm going to just pull some random bits at the front, probably leave these random bits at the back. And I'm going to be doing a lace braid on this side. I'm going to do a Dutch version, but I'll talk you through it. Right, so taking a section of hair. Now a lace braid just means that you're only taking hair from one side. So I'm going to leave all this left hand side, just take the right, and I kind of want it to be messy. And how many times am I going to say messy in this video, guys? I think you could count up and put it in the comments. Yeah, messy braid. Okay, so Dutch is underneath that middle section. I do have a tutorial on how to do a Dutch braid, but basically I'm going to be adding in just from this right hand side. I'm trying to keep it loose, and I want these sections to be sort of random and sweeping and not too sort of sly. So again, I'm not using a comb, I'm just using my fingers to separate that hair and allowing that braid to sort of come around. I'm going to be taking it underneath the chignon. And then this is optional, but I'm going to go back to the top and pull on the sections of this Dutch braid. I kind of don't want it to be symmetrical, so I'm sort of randomly pulling bits out. Once you've sort of pulled it out to how you want it, I want you to sort of grab hold and bring it around the back of that chignon, all the way over to the front, tuck that section in, and then just use a grip and pin it. And now we're going to come to the other side and repeat it, and I am going to be leaving out some random strands at the front here. So again, grabbing your section, dividing it into three. I'm going to try not to say the word messy. Going under, adding these sections in, pop an elastic in again, guys, and again pull this braid out. So again, I'm just going to sort of pull that round the back of that chignon there, and keep turning her, and then you'll bring it round the front and just pin again. So that is our sort of boho, chilled out updo. You could sort of make it more smooth for a wedding if you wanted to. I like it like this. I kind of like the fact, I'm going to do a little spin with you. I like the fact that all the little hairs are falling out. You've got that really, really nice braid sweeping up the back there. And I like the shape of it. And again, you can do it, guys, on shorter hair. Just using the small chignon maker. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again soon.